name is Adedeji Victor Adebayo. I am a lecturer in the Department of Peace, Security and Humanitarian Studies, University of Ibadan, Nigeria. That is where I work, and I specialize in structural violence as well as gender and politics. The context of my visit here at LAM I would describe in two phases. So I applied for the GLOW conference, which I participated in, and I discussed my paper, which is a work in progress, talking about gender-based violence and the activists that have actually worked in that line in southwest of Nigeria. But to make it a reality, I got a funding from FMSH in Paris. They were kind enough to offer me a short postdoctoral mobility for 2 months. The main research questions that I'm working on right now, I am actually looking at the background of gender activists who have been fighting to actually promote laws in that regard. So I am looking at their life trajectories and especially the laws that they formulate. And I am hoping that through discourse analysis, I could better analyze these laws. So the difficulty I encounter working on my current subject is trying to get interviews with these so-called elites, people in the society. It's always very, very difficult. But I am motivated to continue to do this because I work closely around this area for my PhD. So one of the things that I've learned about it is that I have to be a lot patient, and also it's important to articulate a very good way of entry behavior whenever I want to start to interview this so-called elite, because the wrong questions from the start can actually knock the possibility of getting interviews off. But with patience and with the kind of networks that I am building, I am sure, just like the way it happened during my PhD, that I am going to be able to achieve the purpose of interviewing people I want to interview. So the interest for this research, I alluded to that earlier, and I'm going to re-emphasize it. It's actually coming from structural violence, the instrument of inclusion and exclusion in the society, which of course we know gender is one of it, religion is one of it, ethnicity is one of it, race can also be this for those whose reality speaks to that. So that actually motivates me to look into some of the issues I'm looking into right now. Secondly, this interest became fully formed when I started working with scholars on gender issues. That dates back to 2013, 2014, when I started my master's degree program at the Institute of African Studies, University of Ibadan. I had to work with my supervisor, Dr. Sheunfumi Olutayo, and later some scholars through IFRA Nigeria. IFRA Nigeria is a French institute based at the Institute of African Studies, University of Ibadan, which facilitates mobility of French scholars to Africa and African scholars like me now to France. And through this network, I met a lot of people. So I met Sarah Panata, for example, working on gender question, and this experience is really, really motivated me to amplify the things that I've always thought about, which is structural violence.